It's 10 trivia questions on The Legend of Zelda video game series for Patreon subscriber Donald Fuller. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show, and thanks for telling a friend who loves trivia to give it a listen. Shout out to one of my newest iTunes reviewers. That would be Jonathan Dobrik. Jonathan said, "Hello, Ryan. Left you a review, and I love the show. I found it by listening to your appearance on Brian Breaker's You Know It's Fake podcast, and I've been binge listening for 2 nights now and probably getting about 20 episodes in a night, and I absolutely love it." And what's crazy is Jonathan lives a few miles from where I used to live in California. So very small world. Jonathan, thank you so much for the review and for the email. And I'm going to send you a signed Sharknado picture, some puzzles, stickers, and magnets just for leaving that review. And you can too, everybody. You can too get some free stuff from me when you leave a review. So just drop me a line, ryanbuds@gmail.com once you do that, and send me your mailing address so I can send you some goodies. We have a Family Feud Blockbuster Movie Edition Face-Off Survey Says challenge for you before we start this episode on The Legend of Zelda. And your survey question is, give me the name of a fictional movie, town, or city. So a fictional town or city in a movie. It's got to be fictional. Top 6 answers on the board. All right, here we go. Number 6, 4 people out of 100 said Whoville. Number 6 answer, Whoville from How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number 5, Smallville. Another Ville. Smallville. 6 people said that. That is, I guess, a movie city. More of a TV city from the title, but I guess they mentioned it in the movies. And then we have number 4, Bedford Falls. 7 people said that. Bedford Falls from It's a Wonderful Life. Number 3, Pleasantville from the movie title of the same name. Love that movie. I remember seeing that in theaters with my brother Tom when it came out in 99 or 2000 or whenever that was. And 9 people said that. Number 2, Metropolis. There's a big one in the world of Superman again. 13 people said that. And number 1, what do you think it was? It's also superhero related. That's right, Gotham City. So many mentions of Gotham City and so many DC movies over the years. So there you go. 34 out of 100 said Gotham City as the number 1 answer. All right, we're all warmed up. We're ready to go. And we're jumping into some Zelda video game series trivia right now. Here we go. It's The Legend of Zelda. Man, these games and putting these questions together makes me want to go back and play all these games. Zelda is one of those just timeless series. And certain games in the series make you want to just dive right back into them. So doing this round may make you do that. Be prepared. Number 1, Zelda 2 is called The Adventures of Blank. Fill in the blank for our first question there. Number 1, Zelda 2 is called The Adventures of Blank. Number 1. Number 2, Prince Komali and Old Man Ho-Ho are characters in which Zelda game? Number 2, Prince Komali and Old Man Ho-Ho are characters in which Zelda game? Number 3, what is the main part of a Goron's diet? What is the main part of a Goron's diet? Goron. Number 4, in which game does Link shrink down to a very miniature size? Number 4, in which game does Link shrink down to a very miniature size? Number 5, what shootable weapon is found in the Swamp Palace in A Link to the Past? What shootable weapon is found in the Swamp Palace in A Link to the Past? Number 6, what was the next Nintendo DS game after the Phantom Hourglass in the Zelda series? After the Phantom Hourglass, what came next for Nintendo DS? Number 7, what is Ganondorf's last name? What is Ganondorf's last name? Number 8, Nintendo 64 Smash Brothers. What will Link throw if B is pressed? What will Link throw if B is pressed? Number 8. Number 9, what hack and slash game was originally released on Wii U in 2014? What Zelda hack and slash game was originally released on Wii U in 2014? And number 10, which Zelda series game is often called the number one game of all time? Number 10, which Zelda series game is often called the number one video game of all time? Your bonus question for 2 points. The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition was a promotional disc for which system? For 2 points, The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition was a promotional disc for which system? Those are all your questions for The Legend of Zelda. Mr. Fuller, hope you got them all right. We'll be back with the answers after this. We're back with the answers to The Legend of Zelda series. Let's see how you did on these Nintendo games. Number 1, Zelda 2. It's called The Adventures of who? Link. This is a 2D side-scrolling kind of a game instead of the overhead view of the first game, The Legend of Zelda. This one is called The Adventures of Link. Number 2, Prince Kamali and Old Man Ho-Ho are characters in Zelda The Wind Waker. The Wind Waker. Number 3, what is the main part of Goron's diet? Rocks. They eat rocks. Number 4, in which game does Link shrink down to a very miniature size? The Minish Cap for Game Boy Advance. I actually have this. It's probably worth some money, I bet, these days. And I have it. I never had a Game Boy Advance, but I had a DS. And we actually just found our DSs. We have a pink one, a white one, and a black one for the DS Lite, not the first DS. And we bought those right around the time we met in 2005 in college. I bought one. I worked at Game Crazy. Then I bought Ashley one, and I bought Ashley's mom one for her birthday. And I just found all that stuff. They all still work. And I'm showing the kids all these great games, including the Minish Cap. I love that you can play the Game Boy Advance games on the DS. That was a cool feature. Number 5, what shootable weapon is found in the Swamp Palace in A Link to the Past? Hook Shot. The Hook Shot. Number 6, what is the next DS game after the Phantom Hourglass? It's called Spirit Tracks. And that is one I have never played. Number 6, Spirit Tracks. Number 7, what is Ganondorf's last name? Dragmire. Dragmire. Number 8, Nintendo 64 Smash Brothers. What will Link throw if B is pressed? Boomerang. Number 8 is Boomerang. Number 9, what hack and slash game was originally released on Wii U in 2014? Hyrule Warriors. And that still exists in some fashion. Hyrule Warriors. Number 10, which Zelda series game is often called the number one game of all time? Ocarina of Time for Nintendo 64. You could play it on your virtual console. The online expansion thing for Nintendo Switch. And the bonus for 2 points, The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition was a promotional disc for GameCube. Featured a 4-player version of Link to the Past, I believe, and a 20-minute demo of Wind Waker, if I'm not mistaken. And those are all of your questions for Zelda today. Donald Fuller requested those. If you want to request topics, become a Patreon subscriber. Go to patreon.com/trivia with buds. See all the goodies you can get, including picking topics at the $5 or higher level. Every single month, I'll send you an Excel sheet. You can enter all your picks, and I go through those every so often for round ideas. All right, we have your fact of the day, and the fact of the day is Link was inspired by Disney character Peter Pan. So our fact of the day matches the category today. Link was inspired by Disney character Peter Pan with the green hat, pointed hat kind of, in some ways. And that is it for today. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers!